Hello and welcome to Peamania Plays. This week's episode we're looking at G Police. It was released in 1997 for the PlayStation 1 and PC consoles. It was produced and published by Psygnosis. It was the first of two games in the game series, the second of which was released in 1999 on the PlayStation console, and this was called G Police Weapons of Justice. The game is a science fiction futuristic flight and shooter game set in 2097. It is set on a colonised Callisto, which is one of Jupiter's many moons. The backstory to the game is that in the 2050s, when the Earth's natural resources and minerals run out, many people look to space exploration and end up settling in colonies on many of the planets throughout the universe. The game begins with the G Police combating organised criminals who are attempting to smuggle illegal goods such as weapons into the colony. It then moves on to fighting the private armies of powerful corporations in an unfolding conspiracy-themed plot. The gamer takes on the role of Slater, who joined the G Police in an attempt to revenge his sister's mysterious death, which he believed was murder. The gameplay involves piloting a VTOL aircraft, which resembles a jet-powered helicopter. In the game, you are engaging in combating enemies while protecting important allies. IGN magazine noted the Blade Run influence on the game's visuals and setting the praise on the game's expansion of the theme. The online magazine, however, derided the graphics as the low point of the game, pointing to the terrible draw distance and building textures. Nevertheless, the game was redeemed by its solid gameplay and attention to detail, and this was awarded an 8 out of 10. Although Edge disagreed regarding the building's details, praising them, the magazine agreed that the game stretched the PlayStation's capabilities too far, though, calling the draw distance the only fly in the ointment. The magazine noted that these problems were alleviated somewhat in the PC version. Edge praised the large city environments, the flight simulation, and the marvellous cutscenes and great variety and imagination of the playable missions, also giving the game an 8 out of 10 rating. Next Generation magazine praised the game's support for the recent technical innovations, particularly force feedback joysticks, 3D sound, and direct 3D hardware acceleration. The magazine also praised the graphics, again noting the Blade Run influence, the responsive controls, and enjoyable gameplay. However, the reviewer complained that the game became difficult after the first few missions, and that the verbal instructions you receive throughout the game were very easily missed. The magazine also recommended the PC version over the PlayStation version due to the much improved graphics. James Glave from GameSpot called the city environments clean and generic, though he noted the Logan's Run style and domes of the colony. However, he did praise the game for its weapons effects. Ultimately, however, GameSpot gave both versions of the game mediocre reviews. Joe Fielding, reviewing the PlayStation version for GameSpot, held a mixed opinion of the game's graphics, praising the explosions and gunfire effects while criticizing the draw distance. He also derided the missions as being repetitive. Marquis praised the PC version's graphics as quite possibly the best looking game to hit the scene since the advent of 3D accelerator cards. He noted the unprecedented quality of the cutscenes. However, the reviewer complained that the game was all but unplayable without expensive hardware, particularly a 3D card. While he highly praised the graphics in addition to the plot and sound, he claimed serious flaws in the gameplay, particularly the intuitive controls and downright ludicrous levels of difficulty. So this has been Peamania, and I've been playing Geopolice. Hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all again very shortly.